What is this?
This is a chemical burn. It will hurt more than you've ever been burned, and you will have a scar.
What are you doing? Listen, you can run water over your hand to make it worse, or look at me.
Or you can use vinegar to neutralize the burn.
Please let me have it, please.
First, you have to give up. First, you have to know, not fear, know that someday you're gonna die. It's only after we've lost everything that we're free to do anything. Congratulations. You're one step closer to hitting bottom.
Damn it, Tyler.
What do you want? Statement of purpose? Should I email you? Should I put this on your action item list?
Oh, look.
You decide your own level of involvement.
I want to know what you're thinking.
Fuck what you know. You need to forget about what you know. That's your problem. Forget about what you think you know about life, about friendship, and especially about you and me. Okay, man. Okay.
Quit screwing around. Take the wheel.
Look at you.
Take the wheel.
Look at you! You're fucking pathetic! Hitting bottom isn't a weekend retreat. It's not a goddamn seminar. Stop trying to control everything and just let go.
Any time you, as it were, voluntarily let up control, in other words, cease to cling to yourself, you have an access of power. Because you're wasting energy all the time in self-defense. Trying to manage things, trying to force things to conform to your will. The moment you stop doing that, that wasted energy is available.
We are a product of a society that pushes us to fit into the system. You need to do this, you need to do that. We are masses of products. We are people who have become products. We cannot let go of control. Everything needs to be controlled. This whole system we live in is one of control, constant control. Every hour, every minute is measured to be controlled. You are supposed to get up at a certain time. You are supposed to be at work at a certain time. If not, then there's consequences. Your alarm clock rings in the morning. You are conditioned to be controlled. You need to get up at this hour. I myself have developed anxiety over alarm clocks. I don't know how many people have. I don't know how long people are going to take this. We are forcing ourselves to be conditioned. At some point we think we don't want to think anymore. We don't want to think for ourselves. We want to be a product. We want people over our heads. We want people above us to decide what to do. We don't want to think. We just want to be stuck in the machine of this system. Be a gear. Keep things rolling. As soon as you stop, I've said this many times, as soon as you stop, you're still spinning. You're out of control. Your mind goes crazy. It takes a long time to calm down. It takes a long time to enjoy your own space, your own thoughts, your own feelings, because you were so hardwired. You were conditioned to believe this is not who you should be. You should be a cog in the machine. Now here we go again. After the weekend, the alarm clock rings. Another day. Here we go again. We are becoming the very thing that most people despise. Workers selling their body for money. We look down on these people selling their bodies. Why do we look down on them? Maybe we hate ourselves. Maybe we hate the system. And we hate the people who earn more than us. Maybe we hate everyone. Maybe all that it gives us is an existential crisis, because it forces us to be somebody who we are not. And if you hate something in somebody, you know, they often say, it's because you hate that in yourself. You hate people selling their bodies because you yourself sell your body. Because you have no control over your life. And you see people wearing a mask, playing a role. They say the people who are not aware of wearing a mask are usually the ones who are most melted together with the mask. They do not even realize they're playing a role anymore. Most of us do, at least at some point. We realize that this is not us. This is just what society expects of us. The more time you spend in solitude, which is why it is so addictive, the more you realize that this is not you. Somebody told you to be polite, generous, kind to waiting staff, not make rude comments. And don't get me wrong, this is necessary for a society, but it goes beyond that. We have evolved to social media, to work where we sell products that we don't want, as in some of my favorite movies is said. We have evolved into a society that sells fake hope, that wants to sell dreams, feelings, illicit emotions that we do not have. Stories are created almost for the sole purpose of selling a product to you. The feelings you feel, the love you feel. Yes, it does give you that dopamine rush. It does give you that feeling of, I want to have this life. Then you think about it, why do I want to have this life? Was it conditioned onto me? Maybe it was. Maybe I'm still staring into the mirror and seeing the mask. Can I see the mask for what it is? Can I take it off for myself? Can I be myself? And as Schopenhauer said, it's incredibly hard to be yourself when you're around other people, because there's always social expectations. You cannot even embrace your shadow. You cannot even embrace your dark side, because some society, they punish you for it. Of course, in extreme cases, this is a must. But naturally also, no human being would harm another human just for the sake of it. It might happen when they're fighting for their own survival. Ideally, it would not happen though. But the cutthroat society we have created, a society of products who think they're subjects when in fact they're objects, is what makes us become cutthroat, is what makes us become people who do not see other people because we cannot even see ourselves. And what Alan Watts talks about, what Fight Club talks about, is about giving up this control. Starting to see yourself, starting to see your needs, starting to see your inner life, starting to see your masculinity, femininity, and of course we have both sides in us, no matter the gender. And we give up our mask, we give up control. We let other people judge us. We brush it off. We say, what will be, will be. This is it. This is us. This is our lives. As Tyler put it. We cannot be stuck in this society. We cannot keep looking at other people, hating them, when in fact we hate ourselves for playing the role we don't want to play. We cannot do this anymore. We have to stop looking at other people, hating in them what we hate in ourselves, realizing we have to stop projecting our hate when what we hate is what we ourselves do. All this tension in our hearts, all this tension in our brains and bodies, the tangled up mechanisms, and you see all these fanatic groups, not even religious, just groups who seek enlightenment. Why do we seek that? We want to be free from the struggle. We don't want to hate anymore. We do not want to feel all this burden anymore. We just want to be ourselves. We want to find ourselves. We want to know what we have to do, but we don't want to be told what to do. We don't want to be forced into a system of control. And what we have to realize is that this process requires a lot of internal thinking, feeling, and meditation, introspection. Love and caring for yourself, first of all, for yourself, and then for other people. We have to think about our actions, our own commitments, what we want to commit to, what we want to dedicate our time to. Is it really that we want to get up in the morning, go to work, do what we're told, go home, be drained, watch some Netflix? Is that really what you want to do? Sure, maybe 1 day, 2 days. Even I have days where I just want to grind myself down. Just be lost in the emotions of doing something, because activity is incredibly addictive for the brain. Being busy is extremely addictive. This is why people feel it's so hard to meditate, because inaction is incredibly hard. Being with your feelings and thoughts is incredibly hard. But you have to do the process so we can move on from this society where we are products, where we are workers selling our bodies for money, selling our time for money, time that we can never buy back with that money, never. So we need to take the time to find out who we are, to find out what's important, to change society, and to love ourselves, and to find love in our society, to find love for other human beings who also want to be freed of this. We cannot stop discovering ourselves. We cannot do this anymore. We have to say no to being a product. We have to become the subjects of our life.